Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer Kumar. As some of you might know me. I'm going to tell you an interesting story. So some of you who are familiar with the U.S. and you might have been to the U.S. or you're living in the U.S., you might have seen advertisements on TV for farmers insurance. So there's one particular ad that's really funny. And a lot of their ads you might think, oh, do they really happen? They might have made that up. But I'm going to tell you that I believe some of those ads now. Because the what I'm referring to is, a little boy is sitting on the ground in front of a house. He's playing with a pickup truck or some kind of toy truck, and he has like a dollhouse or something, and he's like recreating the scene where the truck is driving fast toward the house and kind of jumps up and lands on the roof. And at the same time, the camera of the advertisement pans out and it shows him in front of a similar looking house to the dollhouse, and all of a sudden a pickup truck comes like barreling really fast toward that house and kind of somehow jumps up and lands on the roof of a house. So all that part is life-size house and life-size pickup truck. And then the boy's like, and then they're like, we've seen it, we've covered it, blah, blah, blah. And is this true? Well, I don't know if that particular situation is true, but we saw something that could fit that commercial for sure. We didn't see the exact accident happen, but let me explain the scenario. So what happened was, like, the previous night, my husband or I are driving to this particular place, and we're driving past this dentist office, and I'm supposed to bring my mom to for an appointment. So I happened to point it out. Hey, that's the dentist office I'll be bringing my mom to tomorrow. And that was at dusk. We went to a place a couple miles past that dentist office, and then when we had to come back home, we came back the same way. Past the dentist office again. So as you approach this dentist office, as we approached it coming back, we have to kind of go up this small hill/bridge. And when you get to that top of that small hill/bridge is where you see this dentist office, which is on a corner of one like really straight road and then a side road. So it's kind of like in a T-junction type of a thing. But the dentist office is on the corner of the side road and the main road. So anyway, instead of seeing the dentist office, and this is a residential area, so there's no like street lights or anything, we see only like lights of emergency vehicles. Like there's like three fire trucks, police cars, ambulance and stuff like that. So all of them are kind of around the perimeter of the building where they're on the road. So of course we have to go in front of this dentist office again to kind of go home. So as we're passing in front of the building, we're slow. We have to slow down, obviously, and we look over at the dentist office and we see like a pickup truck that's parked perfectly right in front of this dentist office on the yard. So the scenario here is that the side of the dentist office is facing this road, and there's like 6 feet of grass or yard between, the side of the building and the curb of the road, which is like, 7 inches or 8 inches high. But the truck looks perfectly parallel parked against the side of that building, like hugging that building. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the dentist office I just mentioned I'm taking my mom to tomorrow. I'm wondering if that's even going to be open tomorrow, because look at it. And we kind of, like I said, slowed down and took a view of it. From what we viewed briefly, because we didn't stop and, talk to people or take pictures, is that it didn't look like the building was like damaged, because it's not like the truck went through the building or anything. It was just kind of sitting along the side of the building. So I'm like, well, I'm going to continue planning to take my mom to the dentist tomorrow unless I hear from them. So around 10 o'clock, my phone is ringing. I figured it's them, so the appointment would be canceled. So yeah, lo and behold, receptionist said, oh, your mom's appointment will have to be rescheduled till next week because we have some structural damage to the building and we have to close for 2 days. Or whatever, something like that. So I actually just recounted the story to her that I just told you, and I'm like, I'm just curious, how did that actually happen? Because it was like it just was such a strange scenario that to see something like that. And she's like, well, you know how we are on the corner of like this side road and this busy road, there is a stop sign there, but you know, most people take it as a suggestion. They use it as a yield sign and not a stop sign. Well, there was a tow truck that was towing, you know, this pickup truck that you saw sitting alongside the building. So, you know, when this tow truck was supposed to stop at this stop sign and take a right, which would mean that they're kind of turning in front of the building, because we're in the U.S. and that's the side of the road that we're driving on. When we take a right, we don't cross the street to take a right. She's like, you know, he took that as a suggestion only. He didn't stop at the stop sign. He was already going fast, so he didn't really slow down. So he kind of took the curb way too fast, and it turns out that the pickup truck on top of his tow truck was not securely fastened down. It kind of jumped up from the force of going around the corner, kind of jumped up off of the platform of the tow truck, and it flew a little bit in the air, and it landed perfectly right in front of her building. Oh my gosh, you know, you can't even make that step off if you tried. Like, that is just incredible. Completely amazing and unbelievable. I mean, if I hadn't seen that with my own eyes, how perfectly it was sitting against that building, I would be like, there's no way that could possibly happen like that. But that's what happened. So apparently there was damage to the building, but it's something that you can't see really from the outside and stuff like that. But anyways, the appointment obviously is canceled. Had to go some other time. But that's a farmer's insurance story, I guess. Maybe they can claim the rights to that story. I don't know. But I just want to share it with you because it's pretty incredible. So I'll be talking to you later. Bye. This is Jennifer Kumar again. Bye-bye. Talk to you later.